Hi, I'm Yvette Rios, and it's the holiday season, so I want to do something special for my friends and family. So I'm gonna set up a sparkling beverage bar, but I want to make it extra beautiful. So I'm gonna use a bottle chiller ice mold. Now, since this is for Thanksgiving or Friendsgiving, I'm using some very seasonal ingredients. I've got apples, some oranges, star anise, some cinnamon. I'm gonna start with some apples. And mandolins are great because you get nice uniform slices, but you do want to be careful when you use them. But if you have one like this, just make sure to keep your fingers up away from the blade. So I've got enough apples cut, so it's time to move on to oranges. So when you go to cut an orange to get the prettiest slices, you want to keep the stem sides away from you, and then you're going to cut in the center. And then I'm going to cut slices about ½ an inch. Now I'm gonna cut up some tangerines, and you wanna cut them as thin as possible, again, about ¼ inch thick. Now I wanna give you guys a tip, because if you are freezing water and you want that beautiful crystal clear ice, you wanna start with distilled water, or you can use tap water that you've boiled a few times, and you'll get that really beautiful crystal clear ice. And then what you're gonna do is just take your ingredients and just sort of fan them out. And I'm gonna push them right down into the water. I'm gonna put some of the star anise in there too, because that is just so beautiful. And I do think that as this melts, it'll be so fragrant on the bar. So in order to push them all down, I found it much easier to use a spatula, so I could kind of get things in there like the thyme and to put the star anise in there. I think it looks beautiful. It's ready to go. I filled it up with some distilled water. You wanna make sure you don't just go all the way to the top. Put the lid on it, and then this is gonna have to freeze for 24 hours to get nice and rock solid. But luckily, I've got one that I've already frozen, so I can show you how it turns out. Wow. Okay, if you have any trouble with this releasing, just run it under some warm water, and that'll help get it nice and loose. Look at how gorgeous that turned out. Look at the thyme and the cinnamon sticks. And the best part is this will keep your bottle cool for 4 to 6 hours, and the stainless steel coaster will catch all the water as it melts. Now it's time to set up my bar. It's the perfect finishing touch for my Prosecco bar. So I wanna show you guys what I set up here. I had this 3-tiered tray stand. I use it all the time for dips and things, but I went ahead and bought these divided plates so I could separate my ingredients. And I just put out ingredients that people are gonna love to put in their drinks. I've got some of the ingredients that I had in my ice mold, but I added some pomegranate, frozen cranberries, blackberries to really add all those delicious fruit flavors. And so all of this is gonna impart so much flavor and aroma to everyone's Prosecco, and they're so festive. I really think this is gonna be the talk of the party. And if you have any bubbly left at the end of your party, one of these wine corks is so useful because it keeps all those bubbles right in there. I think I'm gonna be using this mold again and again. Cheers and happy holidays.